Hey guys and gals, Never here for Drake Queen Gaming. It's Sunny Mountain Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of I Wanna Rail That Gator. No, I wanna hug that Gator. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up and let's go. I mean, where are you from then? The Midwest. The Midwest? Only loons come from the Midwest. Oh, come on, that's not true. Alright, what was it like then? A lot of empty promises. Nothing worth talking about. What was St. Hammond like before I showed up? Oh, horrible. Everybody here sucked. Well, they still do, I guess, but seriously, most of the faculty had a stick up their ass and the student body was holding on for dear life. I'd do anything to get out of this place, if I got to take you and Damien with me. Wow. Colorful. Olivia and I freeze at the familiar voice. Huh. The sound of stone grinding on stone echoes to the courtyard as we turn our heads towards whoever said that. Principal Scalar stands just as still as us, her face burning red, though her jaw is moving, teeth grinding exceptionally loud as she looks at Olivia. Next to her stands a large whale dressed in formal attire. I guess Mr. Ferris is still doing that inspection. And did he hear? Oh, God. What were you saying just now about student morale, Principal Scalar? He doesn't even look up from his clipboard as he begins jotting down something with a pencil. I said had. Ever since Principal Scalar took over as principal, things have gotten better. Olivia's words do little to make Scalar's face lessen in both color, intensity, and heat. Yeah, I have to say, this school is way better than my old one by at least a country mile. Say, Mr. Inco, would you say that your time in St. Hammond since your transfer has been fruitful and comfortable? I mean, compared to my old school, I've met good friends, have had excellent teachers and classes, and have had an all-around good time. Also, the cafeteria food is great here. It actually tastes like food, not microwave reheated gruel. Mr. Ferris gives me a nod and writes something else on his notepad before turning to face Olivia. What about you, Miss Olivia Halford, was it? Got any more comments regarding St. Hammond? Do be honest, if you please. Olivia shoots me a quick glance before taking a deep breath. Well, the school needs more handicap access ramps. Also, the elevator in the main building is busted. Sometimes it gets stuck for a few minutes. Also, our PE teacher steals hats from the students and hoards them in the equipment shed. I can almost feel the heat emanating from Principal Scalar's face as soon as Olivia finishes lodging her complaints. Wouldn't want to be around her after Ferris's visit is over. For his part, Mr. Ferris only nods and writes more down on his clipboard before turning back to face Scalar, who does her best to turn her grimace into some kind of smile. Seems like there are some issues left over from the previous administration. Are you already taking care of correcting the issues Miss Halford has pointed out? Principal Scalar nervously clears her throat. I've already sent in a request to the district to have the elevator looked at by a technician. Mr. Ferris nods and writes something else on his clipboard before clicking his pen and stuffing it in his front suit pocket. Wait, coffee time. Damn, Olivia, you want thin ice, girl. I'll have to talk to the superintendent about that request next time I'm at the office. What about the PE teacher Miss Olivia mentions? Oh, Mr. Coach Sully. Ferris raises an eyebrow. It's his legal name, I know. He checks the page, then sighs a bit. Right. Ferris turns to face me. Well, that's enough about St. Hammond for the time being. Mr. Inco, how would you say things are going for you, not just as a student, but also as a growing adult? The school has really helped me learn a lot, sir. I respect the efforts of the students and faculty alike for their efforts in making me feel welcome. It's much more refined than my old school, at least. Wow, you might as well ask him for a letter of recommendation already. Huh? That's not what I was doing, Olivia. Olivia doesn't even respond to me, instead laughing quietly to herself. I'll keep that in mind. The Leviathan finishes jotting down something on his clipboard, finally turning to Principal Scalar. I think I have everything I need for the time being. So, Mr. Ferris, why don't we adjourn to the faculty lounge? Of course, we can go over your future budgetary plans over a nice cup of coffee. The inspector turns away, Principal Scalar lagging behind him with a look of pure misery on her face. I wish he'd done this freshman year. With a huff and a frown, Olivia stabs at her lunch tray, treating her Caesar salad like a voodoo doll. It's a voodoo bowl. Well, look on the bright side. She levels her silver eyes on me, but remains focused on treating her salad like its namesake. It's senior year, and we're about halfway through. So we only have to put up with this place for a couple more months. She lances the largest piece of chicken, twisting her spork roughly. And... then what? Then what? I guess, I don't really have any concrete plans for after school. What do you mean? You mentioned all that stuff about making a name for yourself. I mean, yeah, when I first got here, that was the goal. But honestly, I haven't considered what I was going to do here. It's my turn to toy with my meal. You? I plan on getting an art degree. Whoa, really? Online, of course. Oh. Not like I have any other options. The only time I'm worth anything is when there's a brush in my hand. Only classes I'm really passing, too. I nod my head in understanding, but she's talking about her future, but it sounds more like a resignation than a declaration. I at least have something, even if the path to my goal is vague. The morose mood leaves me at a loss of words. Damn it, I was hoping to actually use this time to... I don't know. I wanted to talk to Olivia and, ask her something. Or something like that. Stupid Mr. Ferris and his workplace politics dampening the mood. The air between us is awkward as we pick at our lunch, and even after the bell rings and we're forced to finish eating, it's still weird. Even when I ask if Olivia would like to push to history, she just remains silent in thought. Olivia has been quiet for about 5 minutes now. Even though 5 minutes isn't that long a time, Olivia had grown so much chattier of late, so the silence felt just a bit off-putting to me. A part of me couldn't help but wonder if it's a cold shoulder directed at me or just remaining nerves from the last conversation. No use just thinking about it. So, penny for your thoughts, Olivia? Oh, right. Sorry, I guess I'm not here right now. What were you thinking about exactly? Olivia lets out a sigh and turns her head upwards so that her eyes meet mine. I really got to thinking about what we were talking about earlier. Now it seems like neither one of us knows what we'll be exactly doing after school's over. Oh, right, yeah, that. I hadn't really given much thought to the fact that I'd essentially dropped a bombshell on both of us. Now that I really stopped to think about it, though, the idea that neither one of us really knows what to do after graduation is concerning. Most seniors, at least, have a small idea of what they'll want to do after graduation. At least I think. Hell, Liz had made a full chart timeline for herself. I mean, I always figured I'd go to college. That feels so basic, for lack of a better word. There should be some kind of grander plan on what to do with the next big step in life. University, a career, maybe even starting some kind of family. Those are the kind of plans that come to mind. They're all just simple platitudes at the end of the day, though. Is it even worth making plans? The more I think about it, the more likely it is that something stupid just comes out of left field and wrecks everything. If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans and all. So maybe all I can really do is live in the moment. I always hated that sort of thinking. Just be a sitting duck for life. And take pot shots at me? Just live pretending death can't show up and take me at any time? Oh, great. Hey, it's Olivia. Uh-oh. And friend. Olivia stiffens in her chair. Oh, hey, Mia. Olivia's words are a hiss as she tries to face away from the crimson-scaled girl. Her hands shakily strain against the wheels of her chair, slowly turning it too. Got a couple of questions to ask you, Olivia. Would you like to humor me for a bit? Oh, what am I saying? Course you don't mind. The parasaur saunters up, and the sway of her hip pushes me aside as she takes Olivia's reins from me. What the hell? You're insane if you think you're going anywhere with her. We're going anywhere with you. We? She looks down to Olivia and back at me. We? He's funny. We're just going for a little girl talk. No boys allowed, sorry. You're up for that, right, Liv? She puts a hand on her shoulder and cocks an eyebrow back at me like she knows something. So yeah, we'll just be a moment. Don't worry that pretty little head of yours. I'm left gawking and confused as the two head off in another direction. Olivia doesn't seem to know what to say or do either, so she just goes along with the parasaur wheeling her away. A part of me wants to give chase, but the side eye that Mia sends back at me forces me to stop. I feel useless as I watch the two turn the corner. My thoughts of what I want to do, go after the pair, are betrayed by my body still frozen by the icy glare from Mia. Damn it, I'll just get to class and ask what this was all about later. By the time I got to Prockling's history class, I'm half expecting to find Olivia already waiting for me, some kind of remark primed and ready to be spoken to me, but instead she isn't there. I reluctantly take my seat, tapping my foot impatiently. Even when the bell comes and goes, there's still no sign of her. Shit. I shouldn't have let Olivia go alone with her. What the hell was I thinking? I really don't want to cut class, but I can't afford anything bad happening to her. Nope, I can't sit and do nothing. I shoot my hand up into the air, causing Miss Prockling to pause mid-lecture. Yes, Mr. Nito? Miss Prockling, can I please be excused? Why? Class barely started a few minutes ago. Because I... Shit myself. What the fuck? I'm halfway out the door already. Oh my god, you couldn't think of anything else to say? Just say your stomach is hurting or something, man. Don't, say you shit yourself in the class. Come on, man. Where did they go? There's not a soul to be found anywhere. If I were a bitch, where would I harass somebody in secret? Alright. I gotta pause it right there, y'all. It's breakfast time. I'm gonna go ahead and let that drama simmer for the next episode. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I shall see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!